Hi y'all, I'm here and I'm going to be planting some flowers, and I am determined this season I want to have more flowers. Last year I had flowers, but I didn't have enough to my liking, and flowers I love. Now I'm going to have plenty of vegetables out there, and I got fruit trees out there, okay? So that's not going to stop, but I have to get back on my flowers, okay? And I got plenty of food, and I'm growing plenty of food, and you see my harvest if you've been continuing to watch me. Okay, so what I'm going to be doing is growing different flowers that I have seeds. Some seeds, they're old. I don't know if they're going to germinate or not, but by seeds costing more money now, I'm going to try to use them. My nasturtiums, I knocked them over and I took them and put them back in the pot, and some of them came up and some of them I don't know if they're going to come up, so I'm going to replant those. All right, so some things I'm replanting, they didn't grow. Flowers. All my vegetables did good, but it's the flower seeds because, see, they was old because I hadn't been growing them. Okay, here I have some old hollyhock seeds in here. I don't think you can see that, but I'm going to lower this down. And I put them in soak in some water. And they've been actually in here for a couple of days. I was only going to do it for 24 hours, but then I didn't get to it. So I got them in there. I'm going to do 2 containers like this with them in there. And then I'm just going to show you the flowers as I go to do them, okay? So let me lower this down for you so you can actually see what I'm doing, all right? So hang in there with me. I don't know how many I'm going to do here, but, you know, once I get going into it, I'll decide how many actually I'm going to plant, because I have you know, on camera, because I got this pile here, and then I have some more here that I'm going to plant. So just, if you're going to leave, go ahead and give me the thumbs up, and if you don't want to stay for all the planting that I'm going to do, but I hope you do stay, okay? Keep me company, y'all. I'm going to lower this down. Okay, these are the seeds that I have here that I have in the water, and I'm going to do 2 containers, and I've already put the soil and stuff in here using my 2-layer system, which I'll link that video below of how I do that, why I do it, and about the fungus gnats, okay? So if you don't know about that, you can check out those videos. So I'm trying to figure out the best way how to get these out of here because they're wet. I don't know how well I'm going to be able to grab a hold of one of them. I might have to up-pot these because I'm just gonna try to put them in here, hoping for the best. Hoping for the best, y'all. Yeah, see, that's making a mess, but I don't know. I probably should have poured the water off of them. I got something in here I could pour the water in, but I don't. So I'm just gonna grab them and put them over here, because once they get over here, you can't really see them. So I probably have to up-pot these because they're probably gonna be too close to each other. I can't see them. I'm gonna put these over here, and then I'm gonna grab some more in here and put in there. They're sticking to my glove, that's the problem. try to put all of them in there, even though I know it's too many, because of the simple fact, if they're bad seeds, maybe some of them will come up. I used to have hollyhocks in my garden, and they're biennials. And they, you know, they kind of lived out their life. And I had saved some seeds one time, and then got busy because I was working. And didn't get the seeds in the ground. And they just kind of got lost or something. I don't know what happened to them. I know I had sent a friend of mine some of them. I don't know if she ever planted them now. But they were beautiful. So I've been determined ever since then to have some more. Oh, and I bought some new ones. These ones I'm doing right now, the two that I'm doing right now, these are the old ones that I'm soaking in this water. Okay. So I got them in here. I'm just trying to look, because I got that light. I got a light on in here so that y'all can see me. And that light's kind of blinding me a little bit from seeing down in here. Okay, so I think I got that. Now what I got to do is get this out of the way where I won't knock it over and really have a mess. So I'm going to put some of it in here and water these hollyhocks. And that takes care of the watering. And I think I'll say the rest of the water to water something else with. That's a good way to do it. Okay, let me take this glove off so I can get my labels in there and move this pot. All right. So that's the hollyhock. And those are called Carnival Mix. And I did 2 of those. Those are the old seeds, but I bought some new ones. So if those don't come up, it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world anyway. So let me see. It's Carnival Mix. I have to do this because if I don't and these labels get lost, I think my pen didn't die. Unless something just got on it. That could be too. Some dirt was on there. Yeah, dirt was on there. Hollyhock. And I'm going to give you guys this, a little peek at my grow room and grow tent. After we plant a couple of these, then we're going to do that. And I'm not going to bore you to death with showing you all the seeds that I'm going to plant. Okay. Carnival Mix. Hollyhock. Okay. And I use these pens here that don't fade because these labels that I'm making out, they're going to go out in the yard. They're going to go in the garden. That's why I'm making them out now. Yep. All right. So that one's done. And I'm just going to move that back on here. and move this one here. Now the next thing that I'm going to plant here is this Texas Star Hibiscus. And I had planted these before when I first bought these seeds a few years ago, and they grew and they got big. And believe it or not, I was so doggone busy and had so many seedlings, I never got to plant the things. And eventually, they lived all the way up in that pot. In that pot, the original pot that I put them in, they lived all the way up to hard freeze. And then they died. So I'm doing it again because I was a bad parent. I did my poor babies wrong. Alright, so I got them. Press them down. Hopefully they'll come up. I'm only going to do one pot of those. I don't know why I took all these seeds out. Last time they came up real good. Came up fast. And grew and grew. They were robust. And one thing I was slowing around because I couldn't make up my mind where I wanted to put them. Because I thought to myself, well, these going to get big. Where you going to put them? You know, because I don't just like to just put stuff anywhere. You know, I like to think about it. So that's the Texas Star Hibiscus. And here's the label for that. Put that in there. And I'm going to put the rest of this water in here. Water it real good. And that one's done. Now, the next one I'm going to do is have a violet hollyhock. And I bought this one here. It doesn't have a picture or anything on it. It's a place called, I bought it online. I never bought from them before. I think the name is Swallowtail. Swallowtail. They don't have it on here. And they are located in Santa Rosa, California. So we'll see how their seeds work out. But this is violet hollyhock. And it says here it's a double reddish purple 5 to 6 inch summer flower. And they will grow to 6 feet. So they're biennial. And you put these in the back of your board or somewhere toward the back because these going to be some tall ones. And this is what I got here. So hopefully that, they said there was only, I think there's only 20 seeds. I don't really need to grow 20. But I am going to probably grow more. I'm just going to grow enough for this pot. I'll put it like that. Just putting them down in here. And when I had them before, they get a lot of seeds on them. They get a lot of seed heads. So when I had them before, there was no problem. I had plenty of them. I didn't have to buy any more. I had saved plenty of seeds from them, but I've just neglected them. Once I got the seeds, didn't do anything with them because I was so doggone busy working and traveling for my job. So now I have time. I want to get them going again. So, okay, I got them down in there. And I'm just going to cover them up. Let's see if I got them all covered. Hard to see with that light shining on me. Sure. Okay. And that one there is the violet hollyhock. And here's the label for that. And I don't have any more water in here, so I have to remember that this one has to be watered. Well, I'll know anyway. Once I get them in there, I'll see that it's dry. And I'll save these in case I have to replant, because I only got 20 seeds. Everybody's so skimpy with the seeds now, and it's a shame. Because hollyhocks give you plenty of seeds. I'm telling you, I've grown them. I had so many seed heads on them things, and the seed heads were full of seeds. So there's no reason for somebody to give you 20 seeds, as far as I'm concerned. Okay, so I'm going to put that one there. And I already planted this one, so I can put that there. Now this one here is some seeds that I saved from my petunia. These were some I got from Baker Creek. And let me move this out of the way. I'm putting that in the tops now, y'all, because all my bottoms are in use. These are the tops to the cupcake thing that I showed you in my last video. This is the tops. All my bottoms got stuff in it. And I didn't need the tops on them anymore. Okay, so I got this one here. Well, let's see. Kind of even this soil out in here a little bit. And this one, I saved these seeds. They petunia seeds. I have petunias that I planted with my first planting that I showed y'all. I planted some petunias, and only one of them came up, one. So, those ones were seeds that I had left over from the Baker Creek seeds. But these are seeds that I had saved, and I had not planted these. So let's give these a try. Okay, these are tiny little seeds, and I'm putting too many of them in there. But you know what? When I save these seeds and don't do anything with them, they just go bad on you. And I want to have a cut flower garden. That's what I want. I want a cut flower garden. But I can cut flowers and bring them inside like I used to do. Okay. Now those are just very, very tiny seeds. So all I'm going to do is tap them down. Try to get that little piece out. Since they're so tiny, let me use this. Since they're so tiny, these little things may stop it from coming up. So I'm hoping this time they'll come up. See, a lot of these flowers I've never grown inside. As a matter of fact, most of them, I usually direct sow. I'm trying to get a head start on stuff. And I'm trying to do this so that I can have to put them wherever I want to put them. Okay, so that's the petunia balcony mix. That's that one. Put that label in there. And right on the outside. I had used this pot before, so I'm writing on the back of it. And I like to put on here that it's mine so that I know they're my seeds, and I'd like to know how they germinated. Did they germinate good or what? Okay, so got that. Now this one here, I'm gonna plant. See that? I always wanted to plant these Canterbury bells. I'm just looking to see. Oh yeah, they tiny little seeds, tiny. Okay. So I got this over here. Let me kind of loosen this soil up. They teeny tiny. They even look smaller than the poppy seeds. So the ones I just planted, the petunias, they were small too. Okay. Since my stuff didn't come up before, oh, I can't even see them coming out. Since my stuff didn't come up before, oh, they ain't that little. They look little in there, but they ain't that little now. Okay. All right. I'm just trying to use these seeds up because they old, and the older they get, they won't be valuable. Some of them, at least some of them. Some seeds, it's amazing how old they be, and they still good. I'm just patting them down because I'm trying to see here. Let's see what this says. It looks like 1/8 of an inch. Yes, 1/8 of an inch. So that's not very much at all. So I'm just barely putting any kind of dirt on them at all. Soil. Okay. So that's the Canterbury bells. I hope they come up. They look so pretty. I wanted to get this video on earlier. I couldn't get it on. My internet was down. I don't know what was going on. Across I saw a whole bunch of fire trucks across the street from my house. I couldn't figure out what house they was at, what was going on. I don't know. I was like wondering, oh my God, is it a gas leak or something? Are they going to evacuate? I mean, the whole street was lined with them. Okay, so there you go. The Canterbury bells. I think I showed you that one. Put that in there. And then I'll take these and give them a good watering when I get them all done. Okay, so that's the Canterbury bells. I better get this off of here. So sometimes you got seeds down here, and then you drop a seed, and then they all mixed up, and you got a seed popping up in something, and you say, oh, how did that get in there? That's how it got in there. Okay, now I still got more of these seeds, so this is an annual, and it says it's a biannual also. Okay, now the marigolds here, these ones I got at Dollar Tree. The marigolds that I planted didn't come up. I don't know if they came from this pack or not. I had a whole bunch of packs of these seeds, so I don't know what I did wrong. I've never planted these inside, ever. I always plant them outside. So it could have been something that I did wrong. I don't know. I don't think there's too much to planting them. At least I didn't think so. So I'm giving it another try. If it don't work this time, I'm just going to direct sow outside. I want to try to have bigger plants. That's another reason I'm trying to do this too. I'll give my plants a head start because the bug pressure was so bad last year. My birds, I think they mad at me, or either the, well, I know I'm just saying they mad at me. They ain't mad at me. But it's the blue jay that's done run all the birds away. And so I didn't have them out there eating the bugs like they had been doing. So I had some bad bug problems. And if you think I don't know what I'm talking about, them eating the bugs, I have watched them eat the bugs. They kept my garden in check. But not last year. They stayed away a lot. I didn't get the beautiful singing, nothing. I missed them. I missed them. I was so mad at the doggone blue jay, I don't know what to do. I can't stand them. They thugs. They scare everything else away. And they gonna rule the roost. And then they don't even make a pretty sound. They make a horrible sound. They not good. And then they mess with the garden. See, the other birds, they wasn't messing with my garden. They was eating the bugs and drinking the water. And every once in a while, I was surprised they wasn't even messing with the strawberries. I'll try to stick this one down in here. I'm trying to make sure they in there, because it's hard to see these black seeds. Every time I go to moving them around, another one shows up, pops up. And I'm trying to, whatever mistake I made the last time, if I made a mistake, I don't know. Could have just been bad seeds. Okay, so this is the one that I got going right now. So I'm going to put that label in there. And it's important for me to write on here, because if I don't, I won't know what's what. Because these labels fall out with wind. As soon as you put them outside, they harden off. And these are a mix. Where I have a garbage bag over here, y'all. That's what I'm putting this stuff in. Okay. Now, I told you that I knocked my nasturtiums off. So now I got 1, 2, 3, 4 kind that I'm gonna be planting. 3 of these I planted the first time, but this one here I did not. This one is not open. I'm going to do this one because I got to have them. Got to have them. I was in there doing something. My grow room, I'm going to show you at the end of this. I'm going to show you in there. My grow room is tight space. When I got everything growing in there and I got careless, pressed up against something and pushed, and I didn't realize what was behind me, and they fell off. I knocked them off. Okay, so this is the one that's not open. This one's called Dwarf Alaska Mixed Colors. Yeah. All my flower seeds are old. I got tons of flower seeds, all old. Because I be wanting to plant them and just don't get it done. But you see what I'm doing right now? I'm getting it done. I'm tired of wanting the flowers and then leaving them to the last minute. I'm trying to open. Boy, this thing is hard to get in there. I leave it to the last minute. And then the flowers don't get planted, but everything else do. So this time I'm doing it the opposite. I'm planting these flowers. I'm just writing a year on there. I'd like to see how old something can be and still germinate. So far, the oldest thing that I germinated was 2018. Something was 2018, and I planted it, and it grew this year. It's in there growing right now. If I get a lot of these come up, I'm going to give my neighbor some. She asked me what kind of flowers these were, and she wants to grow them. If I get them coming up, I'm going to give her some, and she can plant them in her garden. Because nobody around here really gardens. So I can get some other gardeners. Maybe some of these squirrels and stuff I have somewhere else to go eat. I know I'm terrible, y'all. My goodness. When you're the only one, everything comes to your garden. There are farms around here, but they don't have the variety that I have. They'll plant a field of corn or a field of whatever, but it's the feel of the same thing. And I got all this variety. telling you, food, food, food. This is the Alaska Nasturtium. Because I went today and I hardly had anything. I'm telling you, I hardly had anything, and it was $80. I looked when she said 80. I was thinking to myself, oh, that must be a mistake. I'm still having sticker shock from these grocery prices. I'll never get used to this. I better write on this thing, the name of this one. Now I done tore the name off and threw it away, but it's here. That's why you always hear me talking about I don't want to pay for this and I don't want to. No, I don't. To me, this stuff is ridiculous. Dwarf Alaska. Nasturtium. See if they look like they all down. They look like they are, so hopefully they are. I want my babies to come up. This was the new pack that I didn't use before, so hopefully they're good. These other ones, I don't think that they're bad. I think once they got disturbed, knocked over, and I put them back in there, I think that's what messed them up. Some of them came up. I got some of them in there growing, but not like what I planted. No way, by no means. And this is the one I normally grow, the one that my neighbor was asking me about. This is the one, because she came over to my garden and she said, what's the name of those right there? She pointed to these. I said, nasturtiums. Oh, okay, I want to grow those. So that's how I became a gardener, y'all. Well, actually, when I was in elementary school, I planted a bean. My teacher had us all plant a bean. That was my first gardening experience. And I never forgot it. So I think it stuck with me. So teaching kids to garden, there's really something to that. But as an adult, you know, you get busy with life, and I wasn't even thinking about gardening. But it was always in me, though. Because my grandmother, let's see, the trailing, yeah, this is the trailing one. You know, my grandmother was a gardener. She had stuff outside, she had stuff inside. You know, even when she was in apartments, she growing all kind of stuff. Okay, y'all, here's a glimpse of my grow room and grow tent. And don't be judging me, because I know some of my plants are leggy, and it doesn't seem to stop them from doing what I need them to do. They always leggy, because I never have quite enough light. I just kind of move them around switch places with each other. And that's what I do every year, because I don't want to buy any more lights. So when they get outside, they get stronger, and I don't seem to have a problem. I never have quite figured out why people are so worried about leggy plants. Okay, so let me go to the other side. Okay, this is the other side. This is not the very top shelf. There's another one up there, but I don't usually put anything on that one. But I could if I wanted to. If I had a desperate need. I just wanted to get y'all a glimpse of what I got going on in here. I want a lot of onions. I want to make onion powder and do different things with stuff. Some of my seeds was old, like these ones here that haven't done anything, but that's okay. These are the leggy little okra plants. They all germinated, coming up. So I'm happy about that. Over there, I got flowers, herbs, onions. I haven't planted any melons or anything like that yet. Okay, so let's go look at the grow tent. Okay, I know I don't have fancy equipment and all that. I can't afford all that. Stuff is too expensive. Okay, but I'm growing, and to me, that's the most important thing. I'm growing. Over here, they're coming in. Some of the things were planted later, much later. Okay. I'm trying to have a lot of flowers. That was my first love, was flowers. And I missed them last year. So I'm going to fix that problem. Okay, so that's in here.